She would have a cow if she was still alive, seeing me call myself that. But she's on the other side now, and she has a really good sense of humor. She's very cool, so it's all good. I want to let you know that tonight after this class, there's going to be an amazing feminine mystic happening with Trisha and Flossie. So if you're of the female persuasion, you get to stay for that. Yeah, you guys can sit in the back of the room and pretend, but we have wigs for you. No, just kidding. Also this weekend, Guru Jagat is coming. She is from LA. She's, I think, just an absolute rock star. She makes me laugh. She's so much fun. And she's going to come and do the Golden Glow Beauty Secrets. So 1:30 on Saturday. She's just amazing. You'll be so happy you come. So take a break from the beach and come see her. Don't miss out on it. Thank you so much for coming today. It's tomorrow I will have 2 years sobriety. Yay. And I am amazed. No, I'm just kidding. Because I am such a drunk. No, it's true. Or I wouldn't be in this position, right? And I really feel blessed to, to just be in this practice, so that I can share this with you. Because, I would love to have said I didn't have a strong belief in God, and I didn't have Kundalini, and I did. I didn't have a bad marriage. I didn't have a bad family. Nothing was wrong. It's just the way I'm built, And that's really the gift that we're going to work with tonight, is really just surrendering and accepting and loving who we are. It really is the only reason we came. There's nothing else for us to do. Yogi Bhajan said, your purpose for being here is to be here. And it is also okay, all the crap you're doing. It doesn't really matter. Your soul's on a journey, and and your ego is gonna fight, kick, whatever, until you're ready to just take on feeling the immensity. It's really the immensity, the greatness, the pureness, the power that we're afraid of. It's not as dark, and the darkness doesn't last. So if you have an addiction going, all I can say is, at the end of that dark tunnel is this most radiant soul who's got your back. It's got you. And this practice, for me, gave me the ability to have a sense of humor about it and take it in, that it's okay, And it was humbling, for those of you who don't know. What happened to me is I walked in the Soul of Yoga one day, and my best friend Neil Mintz said, we'd like to talk to you in the Crystal Temple. And I walked in there, and Treasure, my daughter's sitting there, and Tony, and Tom, and Trisha, shit. I'm in big trouble now. And I knew. I'm like looking at them like, And the thing is, and I just want to, was, I don't want to be who this is that's walking into this room. And they held enough light, you don't have to be, And for whatever reason, I had backed myself into such a corner, and part of it was being a teacher and being all into yoga and God makes it spiritual, it's like I was the biggest freaking liar now. It was like so bad, And then when these people who the most I didn't want to know go, we know, we love you, but, got to stop. And the one that brought me to my knees was my kid, Treasure. And Treasure is a rock. And Treasure said one thing. She said, Mom, I don't want a lot. I just want you. And that was it. I just want you back. And those things, we do know it's all mirroring you. So my soul was saying, I just want you back. Will you come back? And I wanted to be back. you know. But it took me, I did go into the hospital. I've never been in the hospital. I was sober when I was 29 for 8 years. I didn't need it. I pulled myself up with the bootstraps, you know, and I worked hard, whatever. I needed to surrender and give up because I've always been so type A. You know, I don't get DUIs. I always make money. You know, the home life ain't so good, but you know what I mean? The outside looks like it's all intact. So it was very hard for me to give all the way up, and that was crucial. So, you know, most of us are, not that we're old, but a lot of us in here are 40 and over, right? At that point, you've been holding it together right long. If something is still haunting you, do yourself a favor. Give all the way up. There's nothing like it, especially if you're really freaking awesome and you don't need to. You know, to just, I give, you know, and to just do nothing else but be attentive to the part of you who is in such pain. You know, the thing of it is it's hard to understand that kind of self-loathing. It's scary, you know, to know that there's a part inside of us that would hurt us that much. But you can handle it, you know, and when you get into that part of yourself, you will find God. And it was like the last little crux. It's like this last little, it's like an energetic thing. It's a samaskar that's been twirling around. And once you go, all right, I'll go there. I'll go all the way into the self-loathing. You hit the light. It's really not as dark a tunnel. And I tell you what, I've always suffered from depression. In this last 2 years, I haven't needed antidepressants, haven't needed anything. All I needed was Kundalini. But I never allowed myself to really feel the self-loathing. And it wasn't real. All that's real is love. And you've never made a bad decision. It all brings you to this moment now. So we're going to do a Kriya tonight called Cleaning the Mind. Because don't we need a good brainwashing every now and then, you know? The mind gets us stuck. So we'll do a great Kriya to get us out of that. And then we will do a meditation that makes the impossible possible. We are in a magical time in the earth. And I'm so grateful to be in Kundalini to help you find the greatness of your being. So put your fingers on the floor and close your eyes and take a deep breath. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach your hands over your head. Exhale into the heart. Press your thumbs into the sternum. Roll your shoulders back. And begin to chant with me. Take a deep inhale.